and each sunset a thread unwound from the great tapestry of what was days, like pearls, are strung upon the ever-thinning thread of time's great necklace. Precious, finite, each a shimmering facet of existence. How fragile, this intricate lace of life, so easily broken, and yet how strong in its design, each filament a fragile hope, a fleeting joy.
Look closely at the web, not merely spun by a spider, but by the very essence of life itself. A delicate architecture where dreams too heavy fall and aspirations weigh upon its silken strands.
For life itself is a vast, shimmering web, a network of questions, some unanswered, some unearthed. We are entwined, caught between the known and the unknowable, observing a glistening dew-covered web. A single large dewdrop causes one thread to sag precariously. See how a single burden can distort its perfect form. Watches as the thread snaps and the dewdrop falls, and a life weighed down by sorrow can shatter its own intricate design, yet others remain interconnected.
Threads of time gossamer thin stretch endlessly before us, behind us. Some paths glisten with promise, others are dark with what has been. We trace these lines, seeking meaning, charting a course through the intricate uncertainty.
Mysteries deepen as we journey on, approaching a gnarled ancient tree, its branches laden with glimmering, symbolic fruits, the fruits of knowledge perhaps, or consequences, bitter and sweet, shaking from the branches of experience. From the ancient tree of knowing, we shake down its fruits, not always knowing what nourishment or poison they hold. Each bite, a taste of truth, a lesson learned, etching itself upon the soul. Some fruits offer clarity, others only deeper riddles.
For what is life but a fleeting ripple between memory and sensation? Imagine futures and present touch. We dwell in a world shaped by the whispers of the past and the shimmering mirages of what might be.
Touches, a shimmering illusory pool that reflects fragmented memories. These echoes, are they real? As real as the moment we perceive them, as fleeting as the dream from which they sprang. Imagination paints our canvas, memory dyes its hues. The past, a collection of pearls, lies strung within us. Memory, a jeweler, repolishes them, sometimes twisting their glint. Sensation, ever present, anchors us to the now, even as imagination spins new threads, new worlds. Such is the fragile dance of our inner selves. Indeed, the soul is but a breath of the eternal, and the body a prison we inhabit for a fleeting span. Why then should we fret for what is past, or what the future holds? The sun sets as it always has. Time moves on, and in this brief, infinite moment we are. That is enough.
So let us live now, entangled in the present, finding solace not in answers, but in the beauty of the questions themselves, and the shared journey through this magnificent, bewildering existence.
In the emerald heart of Persia, where ancient gardens whispered tales of old, bloomed a love as vibrant and ephemeral as the rose itself. This was the world of Anahita, whose laughter was sunlight, and Kalen, whose gaze held the wisdom of desert stars. Their story, a delicate ballet between joy and sorrow, youth and eternity, began amidst blossoms. Our journey commenced with the innocent delirium of spring. A young rose in its purest blush seemed to laugh, its petals unfurling into the world, scattering treasures. Petals of vibrant crimson, soft blush and golden dew danced on the breeze, each falling petal a gem. Anahita, her silken veil catching the light, danced barefoot through the garden. Kalen, captivated, watched as her joyful steps disturbed a cloud of these laughter-born petals. They glittered like scattered jewels, symbolizing the carefree abundance of their youth, the infinite possibilities of a love just awakening. This was the dawn of their shared existence, painted in hues of uninhibited delight. Every breath was perfumed with possibility, every touch a spark of nascent passion. Then came the quiet hour of dawn as the sun kissed the horizon. Dewdrops clung like shimmering pearls to the tender tips of tulips and violets, bowing in modest reverence. But amidst this humble splendor, a rosebud shy and exquisite held its breath, its secrets cupped within tightly furled leaves. Anahita and Kalen, hand in hand, walked through the morning mist. Their silences spoke volumes, a silent promise exchanged as they knelt together by the blush-hued bud. It represented their nascent love, pure, untouched, holding the promise of breathtaking beauty yet to unfurl. Their gazes met, deep and understanding, a shared moment of simple, profound anticipation, like the dewdrop on a new bloom, pristine and full of potential. Time, a silent gardener, tenderly coaxed the rose to its full glory. It bloomed in magnificent splendor, its scent intoxicating, its form perfect. Anahita and Kalen, now older, their love matured, often found solace beneath its abundant canopy.
But the garden also taught them of life's fleeting dance. They watched with heavy hearts as the same rose, once defiant in its prime, began to weep its petals one by one. Each fall was a whisper of time past, a gentle reminder that even the most exquisite beauty must yield to the earth. They held each other closer, acknowledging the bittersweet truth, their hands intertwining, finding strength in shared vulnerability, understanding that the essence of beauty lies not just in its bloom, but in its graceful decline and eternal return to the earth. The roses of the garden became their quiet guides, teaching them the profound rhythm of existence, from the hidden promise within the soil, akin to life stirring in the womb, to the silent return to dust, the graceful surrender of the tomb. They witnessed new shoots emerge as old blooms faded, a constant cycle of beginning and end. Anahita would tenderly press fallen petals into the earth, a silent blessing, while Kaelin would point to a nascent bud, illustrating hope. Their love too was woven into this tapestry, a vibrant thread that persisted through seasons. They understood that their brief passage was but a note in a grand symphony, their fleeting lives part of an eternal, beautiful continuum, just like the roses flourishing and fading through generations. Yet hope was never lost. Spring always returned, painting the land in vibrant hues, and the earth became rich with roses, a testament to nature's boundless generosity. From spring's tender whispers to summer's vibrant crescendo, the garden thrived, an endless tapestry of color and fragrance. Anahita and Kaelin, walking hand in hand through fields of endless bloom, saw their love reflected in this enduring abundance. Each newly opened bud is a renewed promise, each vibrant petal a testament to shared joy and resilience. Their journey together was like the garden itself, continually renewing, deepening its roots, drawing strength from the earth's timeless spirit, a testament to their enduring affection. Their love, like the rose, was not without its defenses.
They learned that true beauty often carries a protective grace, the thorn. These were challenges, obstacles, moments of doubt, or struggle that inevitably arise in any deep connection. But like the rose, which preserves its delicate heart with sharp sentinels, their love was strengthened by these trials. When they faced storms, when shadows fell, they remembered the thorn, a symbol of resilience, of boundaries wisely drawn, of the inner strength that protected their sacred bond. It was through navigating these difficulties, through weathering life's inevitable pricks, that their love truly blossomed into something resilient and unbreakable, safeguarding its profound beauty.
As twilight fell, the moon, a silent sage, challenged the encroaching night, illuminating paths unseen.
And the rose, within its enduring spirit, suffered the very essence of its thorns.
Not for pain, but for the profound gift of its intoxicating fragrance.
It was a metaphor for their spiritual journey through life's inevitable suffering, through moments of discomfort or profound loss. They sought understanding, finding enlightenment, not by avoiding pain, but by passing through it. Just as the rose transmutes adversity into unparalleled sweetness, so too did Anahita and Kalen find deeper wisdom, their connection transcending the physical, blossoming into a spiritual understanding that permeated their souls, guiding them through the deepest night toward unblemished truth.
And so their journey culminated not in an end, but in an ethereal fusion.
Like two rivers flowing into a vast serene ocean, or two flames merging into a single radiant light. Anahita and Callum became one, their individual spirits refined by life's lessons, by shared joy and hardship intertwined seamlessly. Their hands clasped together mirrored the perfect unity of their souls. Their gazes, once curious, then loving, now held the depth of eternity.
They were two roses rooted in the same sacred earth, their branches reaching for the same sun.
Their individual fragrances mingling to create an aroma of supreme, unified love, a love that transcended time, flesh and form, echoing through the boundless heart of the universe, an eternal testament to their becoming. Shadows deep, where doubts reside, two souls adrift sought truth to guide. The world a canvas, black and vast, held secrets cloaked in cosmic past, but whispered hope, a silver gleam, dispelled the night, a waking dream, as darkness yields to lunar grace. Clarity finds its rightful place.
its beauty grand, yet guarded by a thorny hand. It spoke of solace, sharp and sweet, a paradox our hearts could meet.
For in the wounds a lesson deep, that joy and sorrow watch and keep, our threads entwined in life's design, a fragile truth, both yours and mine.
From murky depths, a perfect form, untouched by chaos, dust or storm. The lotus streams of sunlit skies, a testament to what can rise.
From earth and struggle, pure it gleams, a wisdom born from troubled streams. Our spirits too, from strife refined, a tranquil vision, peace of mind.
The ocean's heart, a hidden shrine, where humble shell conceals divine. Within its rough and simple case, a radiant pearl finds dwelling place.
So too within our mortal frame, a truth untold, a burning flame, a buried gem, refined by time, transcending all, a truth sublime. A silent struggle, slow and great, to break the bonds of mortal fate. From earth and slumber, dark and still, emerges beauty by strength of will.
Wings unfurled to boundless air, a spirit free from earthly care.
A fleeting dance, a truth profound, on transformation's hallowed ground.
Through let storm winds pass. It yields to pressure, takes the strain, then rises gracefully again.
To flow with currents soft and low, to bend not break is wise to know. For true strength lies in gentle grace, adapting to life's shifting space.
Lands where hope seems spent, a hidden spring heaven sent. Cool waters gush a vital flow, where barren earth begins to grow.
A solace found amidst the dust, a promise kept, a sacred trust, our deepest needs divinely fed, where life unfolds by spirit led. With open hearts and spirits light, they dance into the boundless night. No need for answers, fixed and clear, just movements free from doubt and fear.
The cosmic rhythm, soft and deep, the universe its secrets keep. A joyous step, a whispered plea to bloom within the mystery.
Hearken, O ye who tread upon the dust of ages gone, where once majestic tents were spread, and power dreamed from dusk till dawn.
its weathered stone a silent plea, where gateways stand twixt night and day, whispering of what used to be.
Through arching portals, dusk descends, then dawns. A tapestry of fleeting suns and moons.
Sultans adorned in silk and jewels, with pomp and pride they came and went. Their transient rule, a tide that ebbs and flows. Their stories etched in sand, forever sent.
The world itself, a vast piebald pavilion, woven with threads of twilight and of light. A grand, bewildering feast for every million, where fleeting joys usurp the coming night.
Here gem shines in their golden glory sat, their laughter ringing, goblets raised on high.
Then faded like a whisper or a spat beneath the vast, indifferent desert sky. And Bahram's once so powerful and proud, upon this very ground they sought their rest.
Their mighty deeds absorbed by time, show their legacy a transient whispered jest.
But lo, the mysterious caravan of life,
Unseen, unheard, it passes through the veil.
each moment precious, free from earthly strife, a fleeting glimpse of fragile, hopeful trail.
Seize it!
The desert wind in whispers sigh, this joyous now, before the light has flown.
Hark, a cupbearer as night begins to die, approaches silent, graceful and alone.
With wine she comes, a beacon in the gloom.
A ruby liquid promising sweet release.
As stars begin to fade, dispelling doom, a taste of joy of ephemeral peace. And
Then the morning springing stark and new,
In the hushed embrace of ages, where echoes of empires linger, Arash and Layla tread sacred dust. These are the spectral grounds of kings, Jamshid and Bahram, realms where laughter once rippled and power held fleeting sway. Now, only the wind whispers their forgotten names through sun-bleached stones. Behold the ruined courts where Jamshid, in his boundless glory, once held court. His pavilions, once ablaze with gems, now lie scattered like promises broken by the relentless march of dawn. Look closer, where thrones once stood, a lioness now basks, her tawny form blending with the sun-baked marble. A delicate lizard, a flash of emerald, skitters over a mosaic floor, oblivious to the grandeur it now claims.
Deeper still, where ancient hunting grounds claim the bravest, lies the resting place of Bahram, the mighty hunter king. His triumphs, his conquests, all dissolved into the soil from which he sprang.
Now, wild boars with tusks like ancient knives root and stamp among the neglected flora, their powerful forms oblivious to the royal dust beneath their hooves. Nature reclaims, patiently, persistently. Within the palace where Bahram once drank wine, where laughter flowed as freely as the vintage, the roof has long fallen, admitting the vast, indifferent sky. Sunlight streams through shattered arches, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Yet, life finds a way. In the shadow of a crumbled fresco, a vixen, wary-eyed and cunning, nurses her kids. The future of her lineage now unfolds where kingly reveries once consumed the night. Here, in the grand feasting halls, where banquets stretched into the dawn and kings reclined on silken cushions, a new, quieter feast unfolds. Does, with their soft gazes, nurture their young, fragile fawns. All legs and innocence find sanctuary amongst the fallen pillars. The cycle of life, ever resilient, continues its tender choreography, indifferent to the rise and fall of human ambition. Arash and Layla stand amidst the ruins, humbled by the vastness of time. For all their power, for all their gold, Jamshid and Bahram, like the lowliest peasant, return to dust. Death, the great equalizer, claims all crowns, all glories, dissolving them into the very earth. The grandest edifice crumbles, the mightiest
destined to return to the grand cosmic dance. The ruins remind us. Cherish the present, for even kings are but echoes. Across the sands of time, where echoes of empires whisper secrets into the wind, two souls embark on a journey of contemplation.
Through what once was grand, they seek to understand the enduring truth of our fleeting existence.
Here stands the grandeur of yesterday, reduced to poetic silence, a testament to might. Now only a canvas for the sky.
From splendor to desolation, the passage of kings, now marked by the quiet wisdom of dust, life's fleeting crown, laid bare, yet even in silence, life persists, asking timeless questions that echo through generations.
A chorus of contemplation. And so we look beyond the fragile earthly form to where all journeys lead to the cosmic loom, where every thread, every life finds its eternal place. In this vast, beautiful impermanence, we find our own quiet transcendence. Not an end, but an eternal return to the boundless heart of the universe.
The weight of time
It stretches both ways, doesn't it?
back into the dust of empires, forward into the unimaginable, and yet for all its vastness, time has an inevitable destination.
To live, to love, to cherish each moment. This is the answer to eternity's question.
Whispers linger in the fading light, echoes of laughter, a shared stolen night.
From nascent bloom through sun-kissed vibrant days to crisping amber in autumnal haze.
Then star-kissed winter, a silent frosted sleep, a cycle endless, promises to keep.
Spring's tender shoots ascend from frozen earth, a fleeting dance from fragile nascent birth.
Indeed, no sooner blown, but 'twas gone. The garden fades, the rose's beauty flown. What was has been an echo soft and deep, where silent memories the old past keep.
The wine of youth,
Now bittersweet and thin,
a tapestry unraveling within.
a withered bloom, a forgotten gentle breeze, lost in the whisper of ancient night dreams.
The fleeting breath, the transient bloom of spring, a moment's grace, a fragile, lovely thing. Why chase the shadows on a sunlit wall? Why heed the hollow echoes of the call?
To empty glory or to earthly gain, when joy awaits amidst the softest rain, or in the grapes we choose the wine's rich gleam, a silent wisdom in a waking dream.
To know this hour is all we truly own. Before the seeds we cherish are unsown, let go the fret, release the bitter sting, and find the peace the present moment brings.
I do not know if that which made me doth appoint
My portion,
this of suffering and of joy.
but be it so, I cannot but enjoy the thought that comes when all my hope is joined.
A boundless sky, a whisper in the breeze, the ancient riddles born upon the seas. What vast design beyond our mortal ken has sculpted stars and breathed life into men?
A silent question held within the soul, as mysteries unfold, taking
tranquil grace to stand within this enigmatic space.
To ponder, wonder, simply be and breathe, and let the unknown gently interweave with all that's seen, with all that's understood, in moments of profound beatitude.
As I age now, I drink life's bountiful wine, not from the goblet, but from wisdom's shrine. The vintage years a richer, deeper hue, a tapestry of moments old and new.
Each wrinkle etched, a story softly told, of fiery youth and lessons paid in gold. The fleeting pleasures once so fiercely sought are now reflections gracefully unbought.
A quiet strength discovered in the pause, submission to creation's endless laws. The sun it sets, but leaves a golden glow, as life's deep river ever seems to flow.
Not just the ferment, but the calm repose, the fragrant essence that the vintage knows. This boundless wine, the spirit's deepest core, I savor now and ask for nothing more.
The world a stage of frenzied, hurried strides, where purpose often in the chaos hides. A ceaseless clamor, footsteps short and fast, each fleeting moment rushing to the past.
The calls of commerce, worry's endless chase, a breathless scramble in a confined space. Ambition's gnawing tooth, the grip of fear, as precious moments simply disappear.
Yet amidst this haste a different way, a silent anchor in the fading day, to watch the tide but not be swept along, to hear the world's harsh, urgent, bustling song,
And choose instead a quieter, calmer beat, to find one's footing steady and complete. For true arrival is not in the speed, but in the soul's deep unhurried creed.
the quick walker down the morning path, they say, seeks purpose swiftly ere the close of day. But in each stride a universe unfolds, the dew-kissed leaf, the tale the sunlight tells.
No hurried pace, but rhythmic, soft and slow, to feel the earth and watch the morning grow, to mend the rift, to bridge the open space, with tender words and quiet warm embrace.
The fleeting hour too precious to ignite, the flames of anger stealing precious light. Instead a garden nurtured day by day, where love and kindness gently pave the way. Shared laughter echoing a tranquil ease beneath the shelter of the ancient trees. A silent promise held in gentle hands, that love, not conflict, truly understands.
Each line a story, vibrant, bold, and deep. A hidden luminescence they gently keep. The colors blend, a masterwork of grace, reflecting brilliance from a sacred place.
Through trials face, through shadows they endure. The inner flame burns ever bright and pure. Not just the shine upon the outer pane, but courage shining through the grief and pain. A radiant spirit bravely taking flight, transforming darkness into wondrous light. A symphony of souls, a grand design, revealing gifts both human and divine.
By this light, a shared and holy art,
The beating
heart of every
In the heart of an ancient land, beneath endless star-dusted skies, two souls pondered the mysteries of existence. Young Cyrus, ever a seeker, and the luminous Layla, his kindred spirit, found solace not in answers, but in the eloquent questions whispered by the wind and mirrored in the ruby depths of wine. Each sip was a deeper dive into the vast unknown, an attempt to silence the clamor of the unanswerable, to embrace the beautiful audacity of being. They sat amidst silken cushions, surrounded by the echoes of bygone empires, the fragile beauty of life flowing through them like the rich wine in their cups. They wandered then, from silken chambers to the stark, profound beauty of the desert, where the earth herself seemed to breathe with ancient wisdom. Layla, with eyes reflecting the distant cosmos, felt the immense pulse of creation. The very air was thick with unspoken truths. The mountains silent witnesses to millennia of fleeting beauty. In the vastness, their individual splendors felt both infinite and ephemeral. a vibrant thread in the universe's grand tapestry, its ultimate meaning perpetually just beyond grasp. Yet, meaning sought too fiercely can bind the soul. There came a moment of joyous surrender, a realization that life's purest current flows when unburdened by rigid purpose. With laughter that chased worries like dust motes in the sun, Cyrus embraced the intoxicating present. They feasted, they danced, their spirits intertwined like tendrils around an ancient vine. The wine, not an escape, but a conduit to pure being, liberated them to simply exist, to be carried by the spontaneous current of the now, unconcerned with origin or destination. But even in revelry, the whisper of time's inexorable turning could be heard. The mind, an intricate weaver, often spins futures from the threads of past anxieties. Layla, ever perceptive, understood the illusion of tomorrow's troubles, for the past, imperfect as it might be, was but a memory, and the future an unwritten dream. Only the now held true power, an eternal present where life unfurled ceaselessly, always offering a new beginning with each fleeting moment. The ancient wheel, a cosmic potter, shaped only the present.
They knew with the wisdom of the ages reflected in their eyes that life's tapestry is woven not just with iridescent joys, but also with the somber hues of pain.
Cyrus, having navigated both, understood the ebb and flow, the inherent duality. Laughter, though profound, was as transient as tears. Every peak had its valley, every sunrise its inevitable twilight. But acknowledging this impermanence was not despair, it was liberation. For when all passes, the truest embrace is of the moment, the acceptance that the grand theater of life is but a fleeting play.
As the sun dipped, painting the desert in fiery hues, an ominous wind, the simoom, stirred the sand.
It was time for retreat, not surrender, but a wise turning inward, a seeking of warmth and solace in the face of inevitable and external forces. Within the soft glow of the lamp, shielded from the desert's harsh breath, they found refuge, a simple tent, a sanctuary of shared presence. The world outside could rage, but here there was peace, a shared exhale, knowing that the night's embrace was merely a pause. Soon, the new dawn would call them back to the world, refreshed and ready to resume the grand, glorious, unpredictable journey.
Up from Earth's center, a whisper of desire, a yearning for truth reaching beyond the horizon. The very ground pulses with untold stories, ancient wisdom. And from that heart, a journey begins through the seventh gate, where time unwinds and space expands.
Higher and higher, past constellations, past the veil of ordinary sight.
To a boundless realm where thought takes flight, and on the throne of Saturn's sate, a vantage point of infinite perspective.
And many knots unraveled by the road, mysteries of the cosmos, riddles of existence, the intricate dance of cause and effect, pathways charted, enigmas illuminated, each solution a victory, a stepping stone on the path to understanding.
But then, there it hung, radiant, enigmatic, the ultimate paradox, the silent question that defies all answers, but not the master knot of human fate. Down from galactic heights to the quiet eloquence of earthbound artistry. Here, wisdom threads not through cosmic pathways, but through the delicate loom of human hands. Speaking in hues and symbols for discourse, as with a rich Persian carpet, can only be shown by extending it. Its true grandeur, its depth of story, cannot be contained in a mere glance. It must unfold, revealing layer upon layer, inviting the eye to linger, the mind to wander, spreading the beauteous figures and shapes, each one a silent word, a visual verse in a timeless poem, inviting speech offerings into it. For within its intricate weaves lies not just beauty, but a silent invitation, an invitation to share, to converse, to weave new narratives into the tapestry of collective understanding. A gathering place for souls, where all truths, both cosmic and earthly, find their resonance in the shared human story. The grape that can with logic absolute the 2 and 70 jarring sexts confute, the subtle tangle of existence solve, and even with threads of man's life respin the shroud.
Let the 2 and 70 sects all told dispute the truth, and silver souls turn cold. But in this ruby drop, a fire divine turns base desires to purest shining gold.
At first I quench and drench in wine's romance, a heaven sought in every fleeting glance.
If paradise is found beyond the stars, then here in love we seize our only chance.
If wine they forbid, then not for whose sake. What solace then will sleeping sorrow wake? Let wisdom flow in cups among true friends, and ancient truths from ruby depths parted.
Perhaps this, perhaps that, they speak of God on dusty scrolls and paths by scholars trod.
But truth not found in words, nor distant skies, resides within the soul, beneath the sod.
They bless the needed soul with the holy kiss, a fleeting breath, a taste of cosmic bliss.
From dust we rise, to dust we shall return. In nature's grand design, what truth is this? Awake for morning's crimson on the air, as chase the stars from heaven everywhere. The universe unfolds with light anew, a canvas vast for me and you to share. From primal chaos, form and self did rise, a whisper breathed beneath eternal skies. We stand on earth a tiny fleeting span, yet hold the cosmos in our questioning eyes.
We trace the path of creatures long since dust, a fossil sigh, a story we can trust. From single cell to this complex design, evolution's river flows through rust and lust.
The vibrant bloom from mud and slime ascends, a fragile beauty that too swiftly ends. Like Eden's whispered primal verdant dream, life cycle ever boundless softly sends new shoots from ancient roots where time transcends.
Within the arch of hallowed ancient stone, where prayers ascend and timeless truths are sung, we seek the answers to our spirit's plea.
what a subtle net of shame. He holds us fast when we pursue the game of life, and yet how sweet is its embrace. A fleeting moment, leaving just a name.
From Eden's pure, untainted, primal scene to family circle, tender and serene, the human story, yearning for release, woven through ages, vibrant and evergreen.
Across vast oceans, endless and profound, across vast oceans, endless and profound, above the heavens where the stars abound, nature creates from mud and humble slime a thriving world where life is daily found.
This sacred liquid, a transcendent fire, transforms our spirit, lifting us higher. A spiritual rebirth, a holy flame, fulfilling deeply our soul's true desire.
From simple mud and earliest humble form, life's grand design weathered every storm. The primal ooze giving rise to green, a testament to nature's endless norm.
In ancient scrolls, our ancestors have spun the wisdom sought since life on earth begun.
Scriptures written, truths to understand, but answers rise from what we've seen and done.
From cosmic dust, the Father's hand inferred a universe meticulously stirred.
The primal light where all existence gleamed, a loving concept eloquently heard.
In dramatic visuals, souls alight,
As nature's canvas paints with day and night, the human spirit, vibrant, true and keen, embraces beauty, bathed in fading light.
and when thyself with shining foot shall pass, among the guests are scattered on the grass.
And in thy joyous errand reaching out for the new rose that I
dust we rise, to dust we turn. A fleeting spark in endless night. We ponder the grand design, the turning cosmic wheel. What remains of kings and empires? A whisper in the shifting sands, a memory dissolved. The golden goblet, brimming bright, cannot buy back a single ray of vanished sun, nor mend the shattered hour. Fortune's hoard and kingdoms vast are but grains of dust in timeless grasp. Life's swift current pulls us on, beyond the reach of wealth's embrace, towards the inevitable horizon. Our love for you and I, the wild embrace, the brimming bowl. Let sorrow's shadow fall, we'll drown it in this crimson tide, this moment's fleeting bliss. For wine is life, and life is now. In sorrow's depth, we find the sweetest song, the brightest smile, defiant and serene. Amidst the rose and vine, we find our solace, a stolen kiss, a shared libation, a brief, beautiful parenthetical between two vast eternities. This delicate bloom of love, the fragrance of a moment, is our truth, our heaven, our entire world. For in this fleeting dance, we touch the infinite. And then, the silence. Stardust we were, to stardust we return. The ceaseless cycle of becoming and fading, a cosmic ballet. Yet in this grand design, in every fleeting breath, in every shared glance, we find an echo of eternity. The dust whispers tales of what once was and what will forever be. In the heart of an ancient land, beneath endless star-dusted skies, two souls pondered the mysteries of existence. Young Cyrus, ever a seeker, and the luminous Layla, his kindred spirit, found solace not in answers, but in the eloquent questions whispered by the wind and mirrored in the ruby depths of wine. Each sip was a deeper dive into the vast unknown, an attempt to silence the clamor of the unanswerable, to embrace the beautiful audacity of being. They sat amidst silken cushions, surrounded by the echoes of bygone empires, the fragile beauty of life flowing through them like the rich wine in their cups. They wandered then from silken chambers to the stark, profound beauty of the desert, where the earth herself seemed to breathe with ancient wisdom. Layla, with eyes reflecting the distant cosmos, felt the immense pulse of creation. The very air was thick with unspoken truths. The mountains silent witnesses to millennia of fleeting beauty. In the vastness, their individual splendors felt both infinite and ephemeral, a vibrant thread in the universe's grand tapestry, its ultimate meaning perpetually just beyond grasp. Yet meaning sought too fiercely can bind the soul. There came a moment of joyous surrender, a realization that life's purest current flows when unburdened by rigid purpose. With laughter that chased worries like dust motes in the sun, Cyrus embraced the intoxicating present. They feasted, they danced, their spirits intertwined like tendrils around an ancient vine. The wine, not an escape, but a conduit to pure being, liberated them to simply exist, to be carried by the spontaneous current of the now, unconcerned with origin or destination. But even in revelry, the whisper of time's inexorable turning could be heard. The mind, an intricate weaver, often spins futures from the threads of past anxieties. Layla, ever perceptive, understood the illusion of tomorrow's troubles. For the past, imperfect as it might be, was but a memory, and the future an unwritten dream. Only the now held true power, an eternal present where life unfurled, ceaselessly, always offering a new beginning with each fleeting moment. The ancient wheel, a cosmic potter, shaped only the present. They knew, with the wisdom of the ages reflected in their eyes, that life's tapestry is woven not just with iridescent joys, but also with the somber hues of pain. Cyrus, having navigated both, understood the ebb and flow, the inherent duality. Laughter, though profound, was as transient as tears. Every peak had its valley, every sunrise its inevitable twilight. But acknowledging this impermanence was not despair, it was liberation. For when all passes, the truest embrace is of the moment, the acceptance that the grand theater of life is but a fleeting play. As the sun dipped, painting the desert in fiery hues, an ominous wind, the simoon, stirred the sands. It was time for retreat, not surrender, but a wise turning inward, a seeking of warmth and solace in the face of inevitable external forces. Within the soft glow of the lamp, shielded from the desert's harsh breath, they found refuge, a simple tent, a sanctuary of shared presence. The world outside could rage, but here there was peace, a shared exhale, knowing that the night's embrace was merely a pause. Soon, the new dawn would call them back to the world, refreshed and ready to resume the grand, glorious, unpredictable journey. Oh, my beloved, look how swiftly the wind whispers through the branches, carrying away the scent of the rose. Do not let this fleeting breath of life scatter idly away upon the breeze. Each moment, a jewel dropped from the heavens, shines only briefly before vanishing into the endless night. Let us not lament the past, nor conjure fears of tomorrow. For in this very instant, in the touch of your hand, in the silent gaze we share, is all the eternity we are granted. Seize this pulse, this vibrant now, and let it bloom fiercely before the light fades. For the breeze, though gentle, takes all things with it. Above us, the celestial orbs, eternal dancers in the velvet theater of night, spin their silent tales. Do they whisper of wisdom, lessons from ages untold, or merely of our own profound confusion? The constellations, patterns we seek to decipher, sometimes offer solace, sometimes only deeper questions. Are we merely dust motes caught in their grand cosmic ballet? We gaze upwards, lost in wonder, chasing answers that shimmer just beyond our grasp. The universe unveils its majestic indifference, and in its vastness, we find both humbling beauty and the unsettling echo of our own smallness. Remember, beloved, we are all woven from the same celestial loom. From stardust, from the breath of exploding stars, our very being began. The elements that flow within our veins once journeyed across unimaginable cosmic vastness. We are children of the universe, connected to the swirling galaxies, to the fiery heart of 1,000 suns that birthed our world. Our essence is boundless, echoes of the earliest light. We are momentary configurations of eternal matter, blooming briefly before returning to the grand cosmic canvas. A miracle of stardust, briefly aware, forever intertwined with the vastness. Since there's no lasting abode, no permanent dwelling in this transient realm, why cling to doctrines that deny life's sweet embrace? Uncork the ruby wine, my dear. Let its warmth spread through our veins, a momentary bliss against the cold certainty of time. This world, a caravanserai where we briefly rest, offers delights for those who dare to taste. Do not let phantom heavens and fears of hell steal the joy of this moment. For wisdom lies not in renouncing pleasure, but in savoring its fleeting essence with gratitude, embracing the beauty of earthly passions while we can. How long shall we be flushed, like soft clay, upon the potter's wheel of fate? Spun, molded, refined, yet destined for the earth from which we came. See how the potter shapes the form, bringing beauty from simple earth, only for it to be brittle, vulnerable, or to someday shatter. Our lives, intricate as these vessels, hold purpose for a blink, carrying stories, emotions, desires. But the breath of life is finite, And just as the vessel returns to dust, so too shall we. A fleeting masterpiece, brimming one moment, empty the next, yet eternally part of the cycle. If we're captives, held by invisible brick walls of convention, fear, or attachment, what then? These self-imposed prisons, though unseen, bind us. But remember, the very bricks that confine can crumble, turn to dust, returning to the earth that binds us all. Even the sturdiest wall yearns to be clay once more. Like the potter, reshaping formless earth. We can shatter these limitations. Let us dissolve these barriers, not with force, but with understanding. Understanding that we are the clay, capable of endless transformation, to release, to flow, to finally become boundless.
From dust we rise, to dust we turn. A fleeting spark in endless night, we ponder the grand design, the turning cosmic wheel. What remains of kings and empires? A whisper in the shifting sands, a memory dissolved. The golden goblet, brimming bright, cannot buy back a single ray of vanished sun, nor mend the shattered hour. Fortune's hoard and kingdoms vast are but grains of dust in timeless grasp. Life's swift current pulls us on, beyond the reach of wealth's embrace, towards the inevitable horizon. A shared libation, a brief, beautiful parenthetical between two vast eternities. This delicate bloom of love, the fragrance of a moment, is our truth, our heaven, our entire world. For in this fleeting dance, we touch the infinite.
And then the silence. Stardust we were, to stardust we return. The ceaseless cycle of becoming and fading, a cosmic ballet. Yet in this grand design, in every fleeting breath, in every shared glance, we find an echo of eternity.
The dust whispers tales of what once was and what will forever be. In the heart of an ancient land, beneath endless star-dusted skies, two souls pondered the mysteries of existence. Young Cyrus, ever a seeker, and the luminous Layla, his kindred spirit, found solace not in answers, but in the eloquent questions whispered by the wind and mirrored in the ruby depths of wine. Each sip was a deeper dive into the vast unknown, an attempt to silence the clamor of the unanswerable, to embrace the beautiful audacity of being. They sat amidst silken cushions, surrounded by the echoes of bygone empires, the fragile beauty of life flowing through them like the rich wine in their cups. They wandered then, from silken chambers to the stark, profound beauty of the desert, where the earth herself seemed to breathe with ancient wisdom. Layla, with eyes reflecting the distant cosmos, felt the immense pulse of creation. The very air was thick with unspoken truths. The mountains silent witnesses to millennia of fleeting beauty. In the vastness, their individual splendors felt both infinite and ephemeral. A vibrant thread in the universe's grand tapestry, its ultimate meaning perpetually just beyond grasp. Yet, meaning sought too fiercely can bind the soul. There came a moment of joyous surrender, a realization that life's purest current flows when unburdened by rigid purpose, with laughter that chased worries like dust motes in the sun. Cyrus embraced the intoxicating present. They feasted, they danced, their spirits intertwined like tendrils around an ancient vine.
The wine, not an escape, but a conduit to pure being, liberated them to simply exist, to be carried by the spontaneous current of the now, unconcerned with origin or destination.
But even in revelry, the whisper of time's inexorable turning could be heard. The mind, an intricate weaver, often spins futures from the threads of past anxieties. Layla, ever perceptive, understood the illusion of tomorrow's troubles. For the past, imperfect as it might be, was but a memory, and the future an unwritten dream. Only the now held true power, an eternal present where life unfurled, ceaselessly, always offering a new beginning with each fleeting moment. The ancient wheel, a cosmic potter, shaped only the present. They knew, with the wisdom of the ages reflected in their eyes, that life's tapestry is woven not just with iridescent joys, but also with the somber hues of pain. Cyrus, having navigated both, understood the ebb and flow, the inherent duality. Laughter,
though profound, was as transient as tears. Every peak had its valley, every sunrise its inevitable twilight. But acknowledging this impermanence was not despair. It was liberation. For when all passes, the truest embraces of the moment, the acceptance that the grand theater of life is but a fleeting play.
As the sun dipped, painting the desert in fiery hues, an ominous wind, the simoom, stirred the sands. It was time for retreat, not surrender, but a